Good morning from Nice, France. We are heading to a country today that neither of us have been to before, and it's a special country because this is the last country in Europe that she has not been to.
It's wild. I was having some issues with my legs today, so I almost didn't go. And as I was deciding, I was like, wait a minute. This is my last country in Europe. I've got to go. So we're pushing through, and we're heading to my last European country.
And I haven't been to Iceland, so I have 2 left. But we're heading to Monaco. This is not an easy country to get to. We spent the last 2 weeks in Andorra, a small country smashed in between the middle of Spain and France. This is the most fun I've ever had in my life! Yesterday we had a 3-hour drive from Andorra to Barcelona. We're about 2 hours into the drive, stopping for some sushi and chocolate. And then we flew an hour from Barcelona to Nice, France, and now we are headed to the train station to take an hour-long train into Monaco.
So what's going on with my legs is called vasculitis. My legs swell, all the blood pools in my feet. So my feet actually are massive right now, and they're red and swollen. Not a lot I can do for it. I'm supposed to really keep my legs elevated, and it's something I'm definitely working on, so hopefully I won't have to deal with it much longer. So if like I'm sitting at like a 90 degree, the blood circulation cuts off and doesn't know how to flow properly. And then when I get on a flight and I'm like pressurized at 90, it's the worst. So at our drive-in from Barcelona, I forgot to put my feet up. And then our flight, by the time we landed here, I was just swollen. My feet look like clown shoes.
But she's pushing through, she's a champ. This is not an easy train to find. There are signs pointing this way, but we have no idea where to go. This is why the train station was so hard to find. The whole thing is under construction. But we made it. Linen. So beautiful. So before we came to Europe, we booked 3-month unlimited train passes, and we have not used them nearly as much as we want to. Mainly because long train rides are hard with this little guy. But we're using them today. And this ride has been absolutely beautiful. We're going all through the French Riviera, seeing the different beaches, and it's really beautiful. I think it's gonna get beautiful again. Welcome to Monaco, Lennon. We made it to Monaco, the 2nd smallest country in the world. The size of the country as a whole is smaller than Central Park in New York City. There's no airport here, so you have to come in by train or helicopter or car. We came to the main train station, and it's funny because the train station is actually inside the Monte Carlo casino, so to get out you have to come through the casino.
In Monaco, there are a ton of options. I wish you could smell this food. It's pizza, pasta, the truffle bistro right behind us. I think it's insane. We're gonna try something here first. It's a bunch of fresh handmade pasta. It looks incredible.
Which pasta is your favorite? Oh, mushroom. Okay, I'll do it. All right, so Monaco has a very Italian influence here. Reading online the reviews, there were 2 places that everyone recommended. The fresh pasta place and the focacceria right next to it. So I asked the lady what her favorite pasta was, and this is what we got.
What is it?
It's a mushroom ravioli with truffle sauce.
That's my heaven. Perfect.
And then this, they made the dough fresh. I watched the guy make the dough, and then it's like a double layered pizza almost with ham, cheese, and spinach. Yeah.
That might be the best pasta I've ever had in my entire life.
Are you serious?
Oh, it's so good.
Wow, that's high praise.
It is like perfectly stuffed, perfectly sauced. There's so much flavor in every single bite.
You said it's the best you've ever had. I need a bite.
It's so hot. It's so hot.
Whoa, the truffle.
The truffle.
So good. Oh. You might have to get another one of those. I don't think you're supposed to eat this with your hand, but I'm starving. I'm gonna go for it. He loves this. Thank you, thank you. Oh, you love that?
You got your own.
Looks so good.
Good? No, porque sono italiano. Ma
The owner of the focacceria is an Italian gentleman, and he thought Lennon was really cute, so he brought him his own piece of focaccia for free. And it's really good. It was so nice. Merci.
It is so hard to find smoothies in Europe. We finally found one. It tastes great, but we're happy.
It's one of the better ones we've had. Strawberry, pineapple, banana. We spent the last 2 weeks speaking Spanish. Now we're switching to French here. And then we had Italian with those guys back there. We end up just mixing all the languages together. Normally when we come to a new country, we plan out everything we want to do and see. For Monaco, we didn't plan a single thing. We just kind of showed up and are getting the recommendations of locals, and it's honestly been really fun. We've been forced to meet new people and ask them what they like to do here. So our next stop is not something we would normally do, but it's one of the most highly recommended things from people that we've talked to. Also, it's blistering hot today and it's indoors, so I'm happy about that. Look at this view right behind me. Apparently we are hanging over the edge of a cliff right now. It's a long ways down.
Yeah, we're at this incredible aquarium in Monaco. He's way more fascinated with the hole looking down off of a cliff than anything else.
Lennon, get the bird! Get the bird! He's being a polar bear. The aquarium was cool, but it ended up being super crowded, and so we didn't stay long. Lennon loved the interactive portion. He loved running around, playing with all the wild animals.
He had two favorite parts. Number one was that interactive area, and the second one was the sink that was his height, and that's why his shirt is all wet.
When I think of Monaco, I think of yachts, racing, and I've seen pictures of this one viewpoint of Monte Carlo, which is the capital of Monaco. I've always wanted to come to. Well, here we are. Check this out. So beautiful. These super yachts are even cooler in person than they are in photos. One day we'll have one of those right there. Monaco is built into some very steep mountains, so expect a lot of up and downhill walking here. Here, let me help you. Jeez, this is steep.
Yeah.
Oh.
It ain't easy. Well, the ramp turned into stairs, so that sucks.
He's getting heavier. He thinks it's funny at least.
It's all that really matters, right?
I feel ridiculous in here.
You look a little ridiculous.
That car is modeled after the first car to ever race in this Grand Prix in 1955. Oh my gosh, we've been in Monaco all day and we haven't even talked about how it's your final country in Europe.
Oh.
How does it feel to have been to every single country in Europe?
I don't think I thought about it until you just said it. I've been so focused on how hot it is. But no, I'm really glad you brought it up. Thanks for reminding me. It is really, really cool to have been to every independent nation in Europe.
And what a better place to talk about it than in this beautiful harbor.
These yachts that I'm not allowed to get on. If anyone is watching this and you own a yacht and you want to hang out with some pretty alright people, we are always down. If you extend the invitation, we will always say yes.
Right here in these streets behind me is where the Monaco Grand Prix takes place every year. It is probably the most famous Formula One racetrack. It's also the shortest. It's 33 kilometers long. It takes the crew about 3 weeks to set up for and 3 weeks to take down. It's really cool just being here. I've watched it on TV, but seeing these streets in person is a really cool experience. We've just been walking on the pier, manifesting a yacht now after being here. That's what Monaco does too when you come here, like, oh, I need a yacht. It's
I have to have a yacht.
We are ending our day in Monaco the best way possible with some gelato.
It's called Rossi. Rossi is like the little store. It's like artisan gelato. It's so good. This is matcha without sugar and it's incredible.
I didn't know that. Get the pistachio with chocolate. Amazing. Lennon, say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Good job. Bye-bye. Say love you. Blow kisses. Oh, good boy.